There we go. We should be live.
Oh.
Hello.
Live and on air.
Please do not say fuck or bugger.
Oops.
Starting now.
We're live on Channel 4. Please do not say fuck or bugger.
I
So,
think we said bugger at work, yeah.
to somebody, was it? Customer that deserved it.
Just over the. Oh no, the customer that deserved it. I just said that they buggered it.
Oh, right.
No, I forgot that was an actual bad word, and I was like, oh.
Is it? Fuck. I say cunt at work all the time.
Nice.
Same, that's
Yeah,
my favourite.
ours are recorded, so they can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we get caught out. They got the evidence.
They got some evidence against you. So, right, hold on. Where's? Oh, she can stop singing just now. We'll keep the tavern stuff. We'll keep it nice and light. So, last session. What happened last session? Note taker, it's your turn
Oh no.
for the recap.
We all went to bed. Loads of us had a nice peaceful sleep. Some of us did not. Haldir can't sleep. And Zarathos had an unexpected visitor in the bedroom who had a deck of cards. And after a bit of conversation, Zarathos decided to take one of those cards to unknown consequences. Then we woke up, we went and sat down, had some breakfast. Missy wasn't feeling very well, so didn't attend. She was nursing her headache from the drink the night before. Anselm came in. He was chatting to us. He'd been on watch the night before. He wanted to know how everything went. And then he tells us that the Mariner, our old friend from the boat, the kind of leader of the resistance, and his pal Dr. Scamandros, with a shift in tattoos, had arrived to the village with their new airship. And then they were telling us that they want us to, if we were willing, which we said we were, to try and get back at Tiat, our old enemy. And we were trying to figure out how.
No.
Yay! Very good.
Routine. Sports.
Yay! We're totally going to do this, guys.
Was she too fast for you?
Wait, no, hold on.
Stop it!
What happened?
Oh no, my dog, she's just yapping. I swear to God, it's probably just like a dust flying around and she's like, "Ah," you know, going crazy at it.
Protecting you from the dust.
Oh yeah, definitely. Gotta be done. It's just like every 5 minutes and it's so annoying.
Hold on, I'm just.
Yeah, whoa.
Just
Put
saw
in-
that appear on the screen. I was like,
What? Yeah, same.
Now, here's the problem. How does one rotate it?
How does one
it's
rotate it?
rotated.
What we're rotating?
Do we even want to know what you rotated?
The
Stop.
the giant
Oh,
sky
yeah,
ship
yeah,
that's
right
just
there.
appeared. That everybody's just turned around and said, "Oh look, there's a giant sky ship there."
Which cool as fuck looking.
Yeah, so how did it become a flying fucking ship now?
He's just decided to get stuff done to it.
Just tune it up a little, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
put some
Snazzed up.
Fair enough.
rims and all that on it.
It's funny, it's not easy in normal life as well. I could just tune up my car so I can fly in it.
Oh,
That'd be fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
We'll put it beside the. We'll say that it's landed right beside the makeshift. What do you call it?
the slide.
Slide, yes. Also, on the recap, there was. Mal decided to go out and try and disarm some of her traps.
I forgot forgot the very important bit. To me.
and
Design home.
she went to disarm all of her rat traps that was in the
Oh,
area
right, yeah.
to see if there was anything in there for her to eat and whatnot. And she was accosted by a panicked-looking Dr. Scamandros, who whispered something into her ear.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got my first whispers in the Discord.
And she was so excited for it. She was like, "Yay, first whispers, woohoo!" And then within the 1 minute of getting the whisper, she came back in. She was like, "Wish I didn't get that whisper." So,
Oh, did we also figure out anything about why the snakes are dying or not yet?
not yet.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Not yet.
Mm.
We will skip forward a couple of hours. This at the start of the session. You guys have spent the day coming up with ideas, coming up with certain plans in order to help take the town of Forest Rest from the grip of the Empire, and to make a real hit to this periphery with one of their main cities or one of their main towns being taken back, cutting off like a supply line, essentially cutting off an administrative strong point to the entire area. The Mariner has explained how he will have some other cells of the rebellion showing up and joining you guys in whatever assault you decide to do. Anselm and his crew are coming with you as well. They will be part of whatever force you need. And you guys basically instructed Leofan to get to the forge and start making stuff for you all. So he's been busy with that day and night. You all get sent to bed because you're going to be up early. You're all basically treated like kids.
It's a school night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Leo is going to be working all night, so his token needs to go away. Zarathos, you're in bed. Drayon has moved himself somewhere in his room. Mal there. And Tech, you're sleeping up at the cave at night times now, aren't you?
Yeah, but I can't really with the airship there. It's too noisy, so I will just find a tree outside and just curl up down by the bottom of it.
So you've taken Zarathos' tree. Well done.
My tree? We'll share it.
Oh, I'm sure there's enough branches for both of us, mate.
And Halder,
Yeah.
Halder, what would you like to be doing at night time whilst everybody else is doing their thing?
I just want to be like sort of like looking around, seeing like whether I can find any cool shit to do. If there's anything cool to like pick up and sort of like take with us on this invasion kind of plan.
Sweet. So I'll say that you're out of the bar. I'll put you outside the bar at the moment, and you're going about helping everybody that you can help, and doing all the philanthropic things that you could possibly do. I know that's probably not the same thing, but it was a big word that just came to my head. So yeah. I'll say that you're wandering about with Breaker. Like, he will be one that also does not need sleep. So you guys could be doing your like cool little Warforge / like wishful kind shit, you know.
The best
Well-
of non-human friends.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Change the music. Change the music to something less. What do you call it? Less happy. Yeah. We'll make it less happy because it's night time. Trying to see what we've not got. What we've got that's not happy. Oh. That doesn't sound too happy, does it?
Yeah, doesn't sound very
No, it's
happy. Yeah.
creepy, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't meant to be that creepy. I'll think of the intensity down. Malthus.
Yeah.
For the last few hours, the words of Dr. Scamandros have played in your mind the whole time, thinking back to the entire event, him catching you out in the outskirts of the village, whispering what he did in your ear. You felt strange from then on, almost as if you're wandering around in a daze, a haze of some sort, and the nightmares playing in your head. Is there anything you would like to do whilst curled up in bed, thinking over everything?
I feel like, to begin with, she's probably like, she doesn't want to sleep, so she'll probably sit there like dazed for a little while, and then she'll start trying to like busy herself with stuff, and she's like, no, I need to try and sleep. She probably considers like going to other people's rooms, but she probably doesn't want to worry them. I might try and like get like a bit of paper or something and try and write down everything I can remember from any of the dreams I've had, and like what Scamandros told me, and like, try and get my brain on a bit of paper and try and, I don't know, try and make sense of what I can.
Okay. Can I get a wisdom save from you, please? Or a wisdom check? Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Sweet. As you start jotting things down, the memories and whatnot, the flashes of gold, the 12 golden eyes staring down at you, they begin to sort of intensify, like in your brain when you're thinking this stuff over. You're seeing your friends, companions, people that you've met, like even the people in this town, being taken in and assimilated by the golden eyes into the larger form of the beast that now haunts your thoughts. And the word, that one word, keeps playing over and over and over in your mind. Just that name. What is it? What does it mean? What? And a slight temptation crosses your mind. You think to what's next door right now, something that could give light to that word. you sort of like find yourself in your mischievous ways, but not mischievous this time. It's not like a good ha ha ha, yeah, hee, let's have a laugh on people. It feels more like compulsion pulling you towards your door. With a 10, you do feel yourself like moving closer and closer. Do you wish to act on it, or would you try to? Would you think Missy, Mal, sorry, would fight that urge, or would she go with it?
I think she's a creature of instinct, and I think she would absolutely let herself get pulled.
Sweet. You find yourself being pulled towards Dreon's door. Oh, no, I'm pulling Dreon away there. You knock on the door. Minute goes past, no answer. It's like your creepy little way. You open the door. You see Dreon is curled up on top of the 6 foot high dresser. And you just think to yourself, like, yeah, he's got to be awkward, doesn't he? Bastard. Can I get a stealth check from you, please?
Dun, dun, dun. It's plus 10, but I still don't trust my dice not to. Yep. I shouldn't have said anything.
You did. You jinxed yourself on that situation. Not gonna lie.
I know.
But to be fair, it's Dreon, so I don't have high hopes for anything for him. We are the time between, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start creeping into the room. You get about halfway over the bear rug, and you just hear but you've hit one of the creaky floorboards, not creepy, in the room, and you just sort of see Dreon start like lift his head a little bit, put it back down, and seem to sort of like muddle himself around a little bit. Can you roll me a stealth check again, please? At disadvantage this time.
Okay. Now let's see if I can do this without accidentally misclicking like I normally do.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Strong. There we go. With disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Roll. Okay, it's not gonna. Please. I don't know why that doesn't show on here. Ooh. Didn't show on the VTT, I don't think, but showed on mine. It's a 12 at disadvantage. I rolled a 2 and a 12.
Jesus. Oh. Yeah, it's a plus 10, guys, you know. It's... Oh, wait, no. You get closer and closer to where he is sleeping. This time, you trip over the paw of the bear rug, and you go falling into a little pile of things that he's got at the bottom. Just sort of turns around, looks down. Oh, what is Mal doing in Dreon's room?
Hi, Dreon. I was here. Bit of an embarrassing story. I was looking for the bathroom, but while I have you, can I have a look at your book?
Which book? Dreon has many books, and he points over to like this little corner that's got like 3 books sitting on them.
I mean, I'm sure they're very good books. I mean, your really fancy one, the one that has like the answers to any question you could ever want ever. I've got a bit of an issue, and I can't sleep. I don't know what to do about it.
Ah, the Paradoxum Arcanum.
That yes.
Ah, okay. Is Mal all right?
Well, that's kind of what I'm hoping to find out. I keep having all these dreams about snakes and golden eyes, and then Scamandros was being a right creep the other day. He snuck up on me, but then he was chatting to me, and he just said this name, Ouroboros, and I don't know what that is, and I keep having these nightmares, and I just want to try and see if your book has any answers.
Dreon looks down at you and goes, nah, fair enough. Who's Dreon to decide or judge? The book is underneath Dreon's bed. And like he looks like he's pointing over to the big bed that's there, but then he just like points underneath the chest of drawers or whatever it is that he's on, or the wardrobe, sorry. And he just sort of wraps himself back up. Turn it to its place when you're done, and just falls asleep instantly.
Okay, class. I will go in there and I will see if I can find the book, the Paradoxum Arcanum.
Yeah, you just like slide the bottom drawer out, and there it is, like on top of a load of clothes that have been laundered.
Okay, I'll open it.
You give me an Arcana check, please.
Hey.
Fuck's sake.
15.
Mal has absolutely no magical prowess about her whatsoever, and you've still got like a 0. Missy is a cleric who has like magical abilities and stuff, and you're like a -2 or something, aren't you?
-1, yeah.
-1 on Arcana. It just baffles me. In such a good way, I mean. Yeah, you like reach for the book and you see like it's from the outskirt, like from where it's sitting, it looks really tattered and old. It's still got like that really musky smell, but as soon as you like touch it and lift it up to look at it face on, it slowly begins to de-age, as if like, you know those 3D sort of posters people used to have, like if you looked at it from a certain way there was a certain thing, like it's like one of those, but you feel like as you like turn it around, like everything it changes, like you get this weird sensation around you as if there's something that's actually making it look old from a certain angle, but then as soon as you do look at it from it, it looks like it has just de-aged and become brand new. Are you wanting to read it in here or read it in your own room and back and forward or whatever?
I feel like Dreon's quite comfy and sleepy up there. I'm so good at stealthing that I'm sure I won't wake him. So she probably just like with wanting to get the answers immediately just crosses her legs, sit down, but as she's doing it she's thinking to herself, that's what Dreon meant when he said the book didn't look old and crusty.
There we go. You begin to open it and you realise that all the pages are blank. And you just sort of think back to the situation with him before. It wasn't until he and Missy asked the question that the book began to show answers.
I'll sit there and I'll kind of look into it, and I'll try and whisper. I'll try and be a little bit respectful, and I'll just go, what is Ouroboros?
as the book begins to rifle through its pages, it goes back, forward, never settling on one page, and opens itself up. You begin to get this weird stillness around you, Mal. As if the air has completely lost any of its value and virtue of time. As if it's lost any of its material being in this place. It's as if you're in a vacuum of sort, and you feel the book begin to hum with energy, and you look down and you see writing beginning to appear, golden and black, in front of you. And I shall send you trying to look through everybody's thing. I shall send you the message in Discord. Your DMs, if you obviously want to pass it on, or speak it, if you want to speak it through, you can, of course.
I will. Ooh, it's creepy. I feel like I might have a stroke if I try and read that out loud right now. I will, for the time being, make note of it, and then when I tell everyone, I assume when I wake up in the morning, I'll read it, I think. But yeah. Okay.
A small mark begins to sort of appear in the background, and you notice that the mark begins moving in a constant figure of 8, with a giant golden-eyed serpent devouring its own tail, and it constantly shifting through. You make note of that.
Yeah, with my papers that I have, I'll like try and scribble down everything that it's given me as best as I can.
Sweet. The book, feeling your unease, begins to fade its ink and colouring, and slams shut in your hands.
As it slams shut, she's kind of quiet for a minute. She just kind of whispers to herself, more than anything, just like, what happened to me? And then, after a while of sitting there, she'll try and quietly put the book back and go back to her room, probably now more unsettled than she was before.
As you're sort of leaving the room, you just hear, "Thank you for coming to Drayon's room."
Thanks, Drayon. I'll see you tomorrow.
You get back to your room, door closes behind you, you wrap yourself up in your nest, and if you sleep, you sleep.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't. I've just remembered there, Tech, as you go outside and begin to fall asleep underneath the tree, you hear the chatter of some of the old wifeys and the fisher folk. They come up to you. Sorry, Mr. Tech, we found one of those pearls you was wanting, and hand you a pearl.
the golden return.
He puts his hands up. Oh no, no. You asked. You're one of our people. It didn't cost us nothing. Have a blessed night. And then just wanders away.
Tech will just nod silently. Appreciation.
Sweet. Y'all wake up to the lovely smells of fresh food, fresh drink, the chatter of people outside screaming and shouting, the hustle and bustle of what sounds like people getting armed up and things being moved. Today is game day, is plan day, guys.
Yo.
And you all wander downstairs, grab some food. You see Captain Anselm on the way in. He just turns to you all. The mariner and the doctor, the good doctor, are in the common room. If you want to go over everything with them. Hold on. Move Missy and Zarathos down for you, and the other ones, whoever you all are. Y'all get some nice grub, some cheese toasties, cheese and bacon toasties, whatever it is, and wander through, and you see the captain, see the mariner, Dr. Scamandros, and Captain Anselm surrounded. Or actually, sorry, is there anything any of you like to do before taking to this, or would you like to discuss stuff in the war room?
Tech would like to find somewhere quiet, go sit and use identify on the spell on the feather.
Okay. How long does that take again? 10 minutes?
Identify is 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. You crack the pearl cracks with the arcane energy. You feel the presence of your patron. You send it towards the feather. You get the understanding that it's a feather.
Quick question, because with the wording of the spell, if I touch a creature, because obviously it's a creature's feather, would I learn if there's any ongoing spells affecting said creature?
Give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay, okay.
You feel that this feather has some sort of divine power behind it. It does not feel like it is from a divine creature, but it feels that there is some sort of divinity class understanding about it. As if the creature is touched by a god in some way, and not in a weird priest way.
In that case, then I will use my magical cunning to regain that pact spell that I've just used.
Okay, okay.
Perfect. Then I will join everyone.
Sweet.
While writing some notes in my book.
Oh, you've got a book, don't you? There's a perfect gift I could have gave you. Bastard. I forgot about that book. Actually, move you all there just now. Missy's up on the tables again.
Strategy for cover, and she's back at it again.
Oh God, she's not even drunk this time. Yeah. Was there anything was there anything any of you would like to do before going into the room? Sorry.
I'll probably come down looking tired and just a bit wild behind the eyes, and I'll be like, I have got so much stuff I have to tell you guys, but after the council.
Guys, you're never gonna believe this, right? There's something really fucky happening with me at the moment, but I'll tell you in a couple of hours, okay? Let's just all leave it at that.
Well, I could tell you now if
Everyone's
you want.
staring.
I feel like
Everybody's just sitting there, like, half eating their food, like, okay? No.
I feel like if I tell you now, we're going to be really, really late for Scamandros.
I'm happy to go in the council room, to be fair.
They hook it up. Yous all take your food. I'll just put yous beside each other, just whether you like them or not. Hold on, turn off the singer. She's playing in the background somewhere, but you can just hear her music playing, but you can't hear her singing. He's walking, and you see the big boots of the mariner up on the table with a few maps and all that underneath. He goes, "Arr, it's good to see y'all again. So, the brains of this operation, what have yous got for what?" So, like, look over and you see, like, Scamandros has got his head between a couple of sets of books to his side, and then looking at the maps, then looking back at the books and stuff like that. He sort of, like, pops his head up and looks at you all and just looks at Mal, gives her a little nod. The tattoos on his face begin to change from, like, looking like these little inquisitive parts. It looks like a load of like a class of school kids or something with their heads jotted down into books and quills and whatnot, writing. Looks up and then just like goes completely silent. All the chairs just become nobody in the chairs. Just all the kids in the tattoo disappear. He gets his head back down, just starts scribbling stuff. Well, it's not just me that he's weird with then.
No, I think that's everyone.
Yeah. He's a right weird one. Wouldn't know anything about that, would yous? He just like looks around at all he is, like this weird ragtag group. So,
Whatever do you mean?
I don't know. Just like stares off at Drayon, who's just like staring off into the sky somewhere, just not even paying attention. Imagining Missy's like changing her face every now and again, just to try and just getting used to like the subterfuge part. Just like, yeah, change my face to this, change my face to that. I'll be sneaky. So, what have yous got for within? Starts drinking from his pint. Let's hear some ideas. And I will put the Forest Rest map back up for y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, what ideas are you guys deciding to do for this? Now remember, you have the compound up there, which was heavily walled off and that whatnot, and then you've got all the like the marketplaces, the temple, the slums, the noble houses, the abandoned areas, the farms, blah blah blah. You see the legend that's right at the side there that tells you all everything. From reports and from things that you had learnt from like Sandovar before he disappeared somewhere before, the streams surrounding the village are traversable. deep enough. From previous experience, you know that there is a way from the sewer into the estate, but that is guarded by a water lynx, or at least one water lynx that you know of.
Yeah.
And it being thick forest
Sorry,
and
what is-
swamps. What was that, sorry?
What is that green squiggle there in a corner?
Oh, that was me, Ax. I don't know why that's still there.
All right.
I think this was this. I think this was part of everybody trying to make the plan last week. Like, oh, if we stop here, we can do
Oh,
this.
right,
And
yeah.
if you're coming
yeah.
from this section,
Uh,
so what would you guys like to try, or what would you like to discuss, or what was your
I still think
ideas?
if we're gonna like take like village by village, we're still gonna need like the people of the village to be able to actually like kind of like rally with us.
Yeah.
So it's like they're taking their own, you know, we're just sort of helping them with it.
Yeah, I still really like the idea of something to do with the slums, like either going in and causing like something there to rile up the guards, or like trying to get people to support us so we have more numbers.
So you're looking for
But then
revolution.
yeah.
Yes.
Revolution.
We're gonna revolt, do it right.
And we are going after that big guy who always used to be like, I am the best. Yeah, and I changed into him and stuff, and we are leaving, yeah?
Yeah, we're going after Tony. I mean, Tiat. Tiat. Definitely just.
Yeah.
It's definitely Tiat, not Tony. Tiat.
Yeah.
Tony is a tit. Tiat.
But to be fair, it's such a good map as well, because there's so many things we can do. Like, as you were saying, there's like the swamp kind of forest, we've got the water, we've got like, I think last week, Tech, you were talking about like kind of attacking from the air, like for detonating the barrels. Is that not?
There's also an
Yeah,
option,
plan.
since I am a changeling, maybe I could be your little spy. I could change into one of the, like, I don't know, the soldiers, or I don't know, someone who works for him. And just be there and let you know about all the moves and stuff.
Yeah,
So-
and I suppose it's been a while since we've been there, so they wouldn't be expecting like a changeling to just rock up. And
Yeah.
So I think roughly it's been about a month since you guys were there.
okay,
Calendars. Should actually make 2 fucking calendars. So that I can keep you guys. So you met the Ent and Leofarn there. So that's when you fought them. 2 weeks later, you'd be in Najim. Time between the group found the Empire Storm thing. Yeah, so you would roughly be on the 8th of Najim,
8th of March.
or 9th of Najim actually,
Okay.
which has probably been about a month since you guys. No, it's not even been a month. Zaralinth was met by that, so that's 21, 2, 3, almost a month since you guys had been there. So things could have happened in that time.
Yeah.
But it is completely open, whatever you guys wish to do. You have stealthy ways you can get in. You can try and get Missy in there to learn some things for you. You've got those options. You have a flyer who can take to the skies to try and get there. You've got the possibility of an airship attack
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
could do
Oh,
all
yeah.
their stuff. The there's other
So much
options.
possibility.
So much room for activities here.
I know. That's the problem. We're spoilt for choice.
As I was telling
Um,
Gareth last night, Stuart, who's usually so like level-headed with stuff, we'll play it this way, we'll play it that way, decided at one point during the week last week, do you think we could put them in carts and just like make car bombs with them? I was like, okay, Stuart, yep. That's what happens when you're allowed to be a chaos fucking monkey. So
Well, we do have colleges. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's just decisions to be made.
I do love the thing of like putting a bunch of the barrels around like Tiat's mansion and then motive helling the fuck out of it because that just sounds funny. But it could be worth getting Missy to sneak in and see if there's like any new information we can get on like the periphery as a
Before
whole.
we do anything, yeah.
Anything he's been doing that would be useful for us.
Yeah.
Like a bit of scouting before we
Before
destroy
we start.
it up.
Yeah. Like, is there any valuables that we want to maybe keep before we destroy it as well, Like, is there anything at all?
Yeah, like he might have more information on the Piper, maybe, possibly. We were with him when we went off with the Piper,
Another?
I think.
He
My
might be
notes.
dead, chilling with all the kids, Who
Yeah.
knows?
are you saying this out loud, trying to discuss it?
Well, I definitely say it out loud that I'm happy to go in there and check. But no, I didn't say anything about Piper and the kids.
No.
Not out loud.
Mal probably starts to say it and then just goes a bit. Sees like probably people looking at her and goes, nothing, none.
You begin to say the word Piper, and the mariner just starts to look around and goes, "No, he's not going to be a problem."
He's not.
No. If he does, I'll deal with him. You see, like, the tankard that he's drinking from, just his fist starts balling up a little bit, cracks the handle. So, plenty of options for y'all.
Well,
Well, I suppose to start off with, how are we planning on getting here? I think we kind of touched on it last week, but are we flying in, sailing in, we walking in, get the carriage in?
yeah, true. I guess carriage
I think.
would make sense, unless we go in under the boat and they fly us over.
Yeah, I was about to say we didn't we discuss like using the airship to get there and then sort of like getting dropped outside and then using the airship
did.
as a distraction to like drop barrels.
Yeah. How many? I'll turn and ask like the mariner and Scamandros, being like, how many people are you guys able to supply to this? Because we know there's going to be like, we've got Anselm, we've got us, we've got. Did they not say they were potentially being able to bring more people?
Scamandros just sort of looks up from his book. We have a few more people from the Resistance who are joining us in this. A few more cells. Not lots. We're not going to have a giant army, of course. It's going to be little drips and drabs. People who can go in, do what they need to do. Maybe shoot a bow. You see, like, the tattoos changing on his face, just getting like really jittery and bumpy with stuff. But we can get a few more people. Do you have anyone in ships around that area? Do we? Martin just turns around. We think we can get a few. So we might be able to have a few ships coming up the bay. And then they could take from the waterfront if need be. We might not have as much as what guards and all that they'll have, but if we think they're smart, we can get it done.
Since not Sensei, but Mitsuei got another option, and that would be she could send a pack to fly in and explore the place, and I could just look through his eyes and see if anything's changed, rather than me going in.
How far do you get on Puck's vision?
Oh, I don't
Question.
know. I don't know, but I could still be in a near vicinity, like let's say, well, yeah. Where would I find how far I need to be?
I can check for you. I'll try and check. At least. Because I know with certain connections you only get to something like 100 foot or something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on...
So I'm looking at Park, but... So with sensors... No, it's nothing to do with... No, would it be under sensors?
No.
No.
That's just what he personally has, so this would technically be like... Ah, yeah, no, there. Yeah, limited telepathy, so you get 100 feet with him.
Ah, cool, okay. That's alright, that's not too bad, so... Yeah.
So 100 feet, they're saying that, but I think that should actually be a little bit more. Say about 20 feet per square, rather than 100, rather than 10 feet. So from end to end.
So even if I pretty much stay where I am, I should be pretty... Oh no, right.
Yeah, so look, it's about 700 foot.
Right, okay. So,
in
where
length.
is this? Oh, he's number 1. Where's
Yeah,
number 1?
3 is the town
Okay.
square.
So even if I, let's say, hid in them trees behind his yard, that should be fine.
Yeah, you would be able to do that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking it's less likely for him to notice the dragon than me changing into someone and then pretending to be someone.
Like I say, you guys have loads of options you can do. You can go out.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be just one idea you can do. You can cover yourselves in different ways.
Yeah, it's just, and make it maybe worth checking what's inside, who's inside before we go destroying it.
Are we trying to break
Yeah.
someone out or anyone out of that mansion?
No, you're trying to
That would be
liberate
Liberate.
the town from the person that lives in the mansion.
Okay.
He is a
Do
bad
you
person.
take a look towards Missy and Mal? Like, do you still have those collars that you had on?
Don't believe
Huh?
so.
Because they were deactivated, and a really dumb plan. Missy, you can transform how you look. As far as we're aware, they don't really know who I am. You could say that you've caught me
Yeah.
and interrogated me, said that I'm part of the resistance. Get into the mansion, that's your way in. It's just then you can explore around, and then it will just be me trying to get out.
I suppose. But can you get out?
I haven't thought about that bit yet.
Yeah. I'm just thinking we would have to get like the key or something for you to escape. So maybe like I could pass you the key, then like that I could send back to get you the key or something. But
So, you guys had the Stuart.
Yeah.
Roll me a D4, please.
D4.
Okay. So, when you joined the group and ran with them to help Zaralyn, the collars were taken off after she managed to gain back enough of her strength and overload them with her draconic magic. But the ones worn by Missy, Mal, and Dreon were shattered with her magic. But when Sandovar appeared round the corner with the cart to pick everybody up, she overloaded it with magic, but this one just clinked off. And you guys kept it. He kept it in his pack. Sandovar is still around on this city, in the town. He's left his pack and stuff like that, but he is patrolling the waters around Amarathun. So the lizard barbarian is still helping you out in certain ways, but he has left his pack, and there is one deactivated collar that could still be used in such a way, if you do wish to do that. And I'm pretty sure that with a little bit of tweaking, your friendly neighbourhood artificer could make this look like it is still active, or make it look active at least.
We put the collar on deck,
So you'd be able
but
to,
pretend it's activated, but it's not.
yes. So you could basically put the collar on him, make it look like he's an escaped indentured servant. I'm not using the S word, indentured servant. And he could, if he wishes to do so, he can do that. Or if anybody else wishes to have that put on them. You have to remember as well, you do have a sneaky, two sneaky rogues. Well, one that was sneaky, but she can't.
Very sneaky.
But she can't get to her fucking bedroom without creaking the floorboards. Zarthos is a Batman-esque sneaky character.
Yeah,
He
that's
could-
true.
He could do his stuff, and you also have Halder, who is a very dexterous little Pinocchio. So
That is very cool.
Anywhere.
yes, and you also have a
He could
Dreon.
pretend to be a little statue, and people wouldn't even know.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, you could just stand there in one place and be like, "Oh, this is our Trojan statue. Send them in. And this is a gift."
I wonder when I've
Yeah.
seen.
So you guys have plenty of options here. Whatever you feel is the best one for the group, or what you would like to do. However intricate you want to make it, however complicated, whatever, you guys have full reign here. If you want to hit it from different angles, if you want to split the party in that way, where you have one person on, or two people on the inside, in Mal and Tech, you can do that, whilst other people deal with it from the outside. You all have the option to do what you need to do with it. Actually,
The thing is, more options we have, the more difficult it is to choose
yeah,
what's the
exactly.
best.
That is why
It's
I've
like when get
given
a
you
menu
this.
of food,
Well, if we
and
do
you
like
get so much.
options like this, like, so if we've got the ships from the people that the Mariner has that can come in the waterfront, do we know if, like, does Tiat have loads of families and the nobles? Because we could set that lot that isn't our party, so we're still free to do stuff, to, like, maybe attack the nobles, so we don't have as much backup, and then free us up to do other stuff.
Yeah, you can ask him to send people to different areas if you want to.
Do we know if people that live in this town are indentured servants as well? potentially people wearing the collars. Because using the deactivated one, especially in somewhere like the slums, could be handy as a symbol of hope for them and rally them behind us.
Yeah, and say we know someone that can. We know people that can help you. We can even see about getting the collars off.
So, I'm going to say you're asking this question out loud, Tech. Missy and Mal, give me a joint history check, please. Both of you roll history, please.
I know nothing.
Missy, you can't remember much because, like, your time there, you just, like, felt really totally fucked off from the place.
Yeah, you know what? I would have said exactly the same. So that yeah.
Yeah, you were just like really, yeah, you were like, fuck this place. You were so busy trying to figure out ways of getting out that you were focused solely on you guys during the whole shenanigans.
Yeah.
Mal, though, during the one or two times you guys wandered through the town, your beady little eyes catch everything. You notice that there was a weird proportion of things. So the amount of nobles that you've seen weren't particularly loads.
Okay.
They were like, the feeling you got from them was like high administrative sort of types, so that we're checking stuff and blah blah blah. They were keeping eyes on like farm production, indentured servers, all that sort of stuff. There were normal workers who must be from the town before, or like generational workers at least, so like people that came from it. But there was quite a high number of people with collars on that seem to have been indentured servants. You caught that like during the night times or whatever, you caught them wandering away to like the slum areas, but also a lot of the normal workers lived there as well. But then a few of the servants were going towards the noble district as well, so they might be living inside with their noble families, possibly. So you do know there is a not an even distribution, but in terms of high society types, you sort of think, right, okay, that seems to be the way that I've seen towns and that living before.
Okay.
I know that's I know that's a very vague understanding of it, but it's like trying to say, yeah, there's loads of nobles, but then it's like, no, there's hardly any nobles because of people and workers and whatnot. I know what I mean in my head, guys, come on.
Well, yeah, I'll relay that. Which seems quite nice, because that kind of... Well, I suppose it could be everywhere in the town then, from what you said, but... I feel like if we can go through the waterfronts, we've got a good chance of getting some of these indentured servants and... kind of... maybe normal workers as well that could maybe help us. Or at least... wouldn't be opposed to us freeing their town up a bit.
Did we find that rabbit that we were trying to throw in a hole and ask him for help?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be fucking really happy to see you again.
What the hell is going on there?
So the group broke out of the cells the first night of being in it, and there was a little guard rabbit person who was also wearing a collar, who was forced to be the guard, and they heard like underneath this giant openable grate in the prison, like
Yeah.
really weird noises, sounding like a creature, and they were so close to chucking down this little rabbit guy to be eaten by the monster so they could try and escape.
Oh wow, no way.
They tried to kill poor little Peter.
Yeah, let's
well,
recruit him. Let's recruit him.
yeah, right? Oh yeah, there he is. There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go. Yeah, little angry little
Angry
bunny.
Gimli dwarf rabbit thing.
That worked out really well, didn't it?
Sounds like we need to split up then. I think we should have a party that sneaks in with Missy into the
Yeah.
castle, and then the rest of us rally people on the outside, right?
But then, I mean, yeah, we can do. I mean, we definitely want to see what's inside before we do anything to it. But then also, I need to get out before we start doing anything to the place. So you just have to time it perfectly.
So you probably do want to take tech with you then, so you can fly out, maybe, or something.
That might work, yeah. Or I could just jump on my great dragon.
Oh yeah.
No, he can't take me. No, he can't take me. He's not that big, actually. I forgot.
He's still too
That would
little.
work.
He's still too little for
Yeah.
it.
Even though he's big, he's little.
He's still a little baby.
Yeah. Well, teeny weeny dragon. Yeah. Yeah, that could go with me and find me out, I guess. If need to be. Ooh, hello, Barrow.
Barrel.
It's the your explosive barrel.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I like.
Village destroyed.
So how much does one barrel destroy?
Oh fuck.
If we
Well,
look
you know,
at
you
it
you find
as
it out, right?
let's say that much or that not that much, you know, like.
Right, hold on. ChatGPT did the equations for us the other day, but I've already I've already put so much through it since then.
Wasn't it equivalent to half the damage of TNT?
It was something. Summary. Yeah, so it was half a ton of TNT essentially. Yeah, so half a ton of TNT is enough to level a large building, kill or severely injure anyone within 30 to 50 feet, damage structures out to 100 feet or more, and be heard for miles. And it was the equivalent to 10d10 fire damage.
Yeah.
So we're looking for about this much area.
Yeah, well, that was if you decided to explode it, all three barrels at the exact same time. Like, put them together and...
Cool.
If
So
you,
technically,
Would
Yeah.
inflict massive damage.
yeah, so essentially, the amount of damage, if you like piled it all up, would be that.
Yeah, but if you were just gonna do one, that would be like that.
Yeah, essentially. So it would be like,
Yeah.
I'll say about 30 foot.
Yeah. I just couldn't do 30, that's why I went with 40.
Yeah, doesn't go to 30,
But yeah.
does it? Because
No.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll say that that's the damage that it can do to the structure. So about 30 foot for that, and then maybe about can kill anyone and destroy anything within like 10 foot.
Just thinking about who would we potentially have to like evacuate if we don't wanna like, you know, kill these people who live here, I guess.
So if you were to do it in the way that you guys were thinking about it, you would essentially like place it
Looking for the
at
whole,
these bits.
yeah.
So you would like
Right,
have
yeah.
one there, have one there, have one at the other side,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then you could essentially
Yeah.
level the thing. But if you were to decide to do it all together and go, haha, come on, fuck you, we're taking you out, then that's the equivalent of what damage this is going to do. This is going to
Yeah, we'd take it like half the time.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that the town people didn't do anything bad, did they? That's what I'm thinking. Why kill the whole
Yeah.
town?
Yeah.
Don't want to fuck up too much.
I think we're just trying to fuck with Tia and then kind of free
Yeah.
liberate the town
Yeah.
people here that
Yeah,
don't want to the Empire.
In that case, let's just level it all down and let's leave 10 people to talk about it, I guess.
Leave the farmers or something.
I stand by it.
Yeah.
We found out who
You
RC the
stop
Bard
people.
is. If they're nice, we save them. If he's an asshole, we kill
Yeah, if you were to put the explosion in like the center of town,
him. Oh shit.
you would still get
I
damage
think
to Tiat's thingy, but
Yeah.
you would need to really, you would need tech to go in and try and fly out as quick as fucking possible. Like he's
Yeah.
he is the Enola Gay in this fucking situation. Like
Yeah.
he has to get out of there. And then all the eviscerated children would die. So,
Well, we don't necessarily have to do it as like a.
Scorching Ray would be quite handy because it's got a good range on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, even if, let's say, where is the entry to his house, to Tia's house?
So the compound used to come up on the road there, so I would say that's
So
the that's the entrance. It's a
Even
walled off
if
complex.
Yeah, so even if we, let's say, then reveal ourselves, or after we've, cleared the whole place out and checked what's happening, we could just, run, and they would, follow us trying to catch us, but even if they follow us trying to catch us, then when we get outside, here, we can fly, and then they're still in range to get fucking murdered. Once we're in a safe place in the car.
Yeah.
We're, as you guys are discussing everything, the Marner's just sat there like, that big an explosion. Oh, jeez. Scamandros just looks absolutely appalled, and just like a mushroom cloud of tattoos just like pops up on his face, and just the destruction on that would the lives would. Oof, I do not even want to try and calculate that. Not tonight.
But yeah, we could do it as a two-part. If we want to level the town, we could have a day of trying to get people to know, so that if they want to join our side, they can save themselves. We can try and get intel, then we can, in the night, or once everyone's very far away that we want to save, fuck it up.
I mean, I quite
Lot of
like
good
I quite like the idea of giving them a chance of joining us, but then maybe we just wasting time. Fucking up the town would be easier.
The Marner
Yeah.
just sort of turns around and like sits up a little bit. Preferably, for the resistance, this town should be kept safe. But if it can't be saved, if they choose not to join, collateral damage. But I don't really like the
could be
thought of
another
killing people that don't
Yeah.
deserve it.
I know.
But leaving it up to
Well,
you.
we could have another town where we could come to and rest when we're on travels, I suppose, if we make them be on our side.
We're trying not to be like the Empire, but if we need to use their tactics to save everything, then so be it.
Yeah, that makes us different from them then, isn't it? It's not like we're gonna be ruling the people, they can do what they want.
Just sits back a little bit. Freedom's not all it's cracked up to be some of this time. I've learnt that over the years. And he just starts drinking his pint again. So, if you guys are doing that, we could. I can get the numbers, get a rough estimate, tell you where we can be positioned. If you need us to go in wherever, we can do that. We can start fucking things up from the inside out. Or outside in, we can bring people in, attack in different areas, so on and so forth. And I can even bring in the ship. We can maybe bombard some stuff from the sky if need be. It's up to yourselves. We're leaving it up to you. You guys have been in there within the last month. I trust your judgment.
If we're gonna be saving people, it's gonna be a lot of work.
Save people through the boats
Yeah,
from
for
the ship,
saving.
right?
Hey?
If we want to save people, can we not just chuck them on the boats or the airship?
Yeah.
We're picking up for all of them.
Yeah, but then we've got to find. Then we've got to find new houses and shit for them if we're leveling the town.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, if we're ending up having to do this again for other towns and villages, if we're trying to get back to the Empire, we might end up with like a reputation of, well, they're not going to help us either because they're just going to come in and kill us all.
Yeah.
Like we kind
I
of we
think
want to
the
be.
idea of
Yeah, I think, yeah. Maybe not destroying the whole town would be a good idea.
Are you wanting to be liberators, or are you wanting to be get the job doneers? Are you wanting to be?
Well, we could be in bikini, I guess. We could just do like his house, but leave the town. Maybe get the nobles as well. Fuck them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, let's just leave it at that. Little warning, but we didn't really hurt the innocent.
that sounds like it might be the safest option for everyone.
We'll get everyone down to the nobles' houses.
We don't have to touch the nobles, that was just an idea. I guess they would probably be on his side.
Yeah, at least some of them would be. Or yeah. Because if we take
Feel
down
like more of
Tia
it.
and then one of them just takes over again, then we've not really done.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So if we just took them two out.
I love to see where your morality is going, guys. Like, because you are flip flopping so fucking hard on this. Like, you guys are like, yeah, but like, do we do this? Are they guilty by association, or are they? Oh, do we do this? Do we do? It's so fucking good to see. Like, honestly, you guys are.
If we just execute them all.
Yeah, that's the question. Like, are you guys just going to decide, nah, fuck them all, just set off those explosions and let's.
I mean, I said it at the beginning. I don't feel like we should be killing innocent people. And I'm saying it again, but.
All I'm saying.
You're the one that's been pushing the most for the killing of the innocents.
I know.
We could follow
I know.
exactly what Bush did.
But
Just blame it on
this instance, I don't think. we
the
should.
on the nobles. Like, yeah, he did it.
Is that a Tweety I hear in the background, was it?
Yes, it was.
Rayon returns. Oh no, it's just asleep.
I love how that he might just be listening in the background to all this and then being like, huh, yeah, well, maybe that's what you guys should do.
He's just gonna listen to what I'm saying and kind of. He's gonna say Bush. Just follow what Bush did, and be like, fireballs can't melt steel beams.
A nice 24-year-old reference.
Drown's in more appeared, so he managed to shirk his duties for a bit, but he was very late.
Drown has.
Thus, he's not on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. We're being chaotic enough without you.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I played Drayon brilliantly earlier on. So, what I'll say is, because we've spent like an hour trying to plan this out, and we're nowhere closer.
It's so tricky.
Y'all have the opportunity to discuss it even more. Things are getting ready whilst you guys are doing this. Things are getting loaded onto the boat and whatnot. The Mariner and Dr. Scamandros are helping you get ideas and whatnot. You all hear clicking and clacking coming up the street of the corridor, and Leo Farn walks in. It's everything seems to be going to plan, bosses. We're getting weapons and that loaded up. A few of the people in the town want to help. I've been up all night enchanting things. Walks past you, Mal. Throws you a little bag. Walks to you, Haldir. Throws you a little bag. Same with you, Tech. Same with you, Zarathos.
As he does, Tech will like,
Thank you.
Oh,
Tech will just say to him, I need to speak to you in a bit. I've got an idea of a little something nice and easy for you.
Puts his hand over his face. They all say that. It's gonna. I'm not getting sleep.
There's no rush for it. It's just
you guys get all these like wee bags or like things wrapped up and whatnot. He walks over to Drayon with this little, probably about almost 10-inch box. It's a small, thin box. Just hands it to him, and walks over to you, Missy, and hands you a nicely wrapped bag. Some little presents that I've been able to make for you all just before you get off on your own little trip. I'll be coming, but you know what I mean. I've not had sleep for about 2 days now. If you would all like to look in your inventories, some things have been slipped into them.
I'm so glad. I noticed that like a couple of minutes ago, and I was going to ask in the middle of the discussion, being like, when did this happen?
For you, Haldir, yeah, he's giving you a dragon hide belt +1, which is a very martial arty thing to have, and then Fists of the Guiding Star. You open up and you just see like these weird wraps that look very similar to the clothing that Leo Farn wears. Very like night sky motif, but it's got like this weird shimmer to it.
Yeah.
You can activate that stuff that you've been given, and I'll say that you'll have enough time to attune to it. So you just click on the little boxes at the side to activate it, and then scroll to the bottom of that, and then it'll say attunement, and then you just click those boxes beside it, the ones to attune. But you find a little ring at the bottom of the bag, a ring of communication.
Ooh.
Malphus, you're next on the tab, so you open your little bag to find a ring of communication in there as well. a finely crafted red feather short bow. You can read all the stuff that's with it as well. And a small copper key that appears to have some sort of magical feel to it. You could read the description.
It's cool as fuck.
I'll not say you guys get some full understandings with it, but Missy, you open it up again, find a ring of communication. This really quite cool looking mace that appears to be completely chained up and takes on a weird shape. And what would you like your dragon touched focus to look like? You get a choice between a scepter, an orb, an amulet, a crystal, or another finely crafted object. It can't be phallic
Wait,
shaped.
I don't know what scepter is. What is scepter?
The scepter is like a, you know what the queen and king fucking used to hold in their hand with the wee.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I'm probably gonna go with. I don't know. An amulet.
So this you unwrap the like this is wrapped around the ring, but it's a strange looking amulet necklace style thing that appears to be like braided with dragon wings and claws and scales. It fits your dragon-esque motif with your little pal Puck.
Nice.
Same thing. If you attune to it and whatnot, you should be good. Decided to help you out in places that you might need help out with some things. Then we've got Tech, who is the fucking worst fucking bifer. Did I not give you... Oh, you're the only one that I never gave a ring to, I think.
Yep.
Nobody wants to speak to you, that's why, so... I thought I did get you.
Used to it.
Guaranteed I put it with fucking Sebastian or something.
I was gonna say, I don't see one in my inventory. Is it just the
You
green?
should have a ring of communication in your inventory. Yeah, you've ring of communication. Yeah, it's green.
I'm probably just blind.
See right under your red feathered shortbow. Tech, you open up and you also see it's like the same sort of shape as the package that Missy got. A necklace in it that appeared to have like some sort of like healing hands looking motif to it.
Yep.
You think of that, a ring of communication, and a weird looking rod. Who's laughing? Who laughed?
Me. Hey.
It's not the first time you've had such a massive rod in your hand. But yeah, you see the stuff that it says with that as well. The Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yep.
A warlocky thing. And Zarathos.
Yes.
I think I treated you because you didn't really have anything in your inventory.
No, yeah, you have. Have I got two dust daggers, is it?
Yep.
Nice.
So, there's something else you've got that you might not have noticed. That you've got. He passes you, as you open yours up, you see that there is two sheathed daggers and a ring of communication lodged in the pocket of this finely crafted quiver.
Oh.
If you read up, you've got an efficient quiver now.
Ah, yes, I completely missed that.
So you can move your arrows into the quiver and have thingy. So you've got your 2 dusk daggers, your ring of communication, and your efficient quiver.
I don't see the ring either. Do I have to add that in, or am I just being...
No, you just.
I needed to refresh my page, to be fair to
Oh,
see.
shit, yeah, okay, I need to do that as well.
Yeah, I literally did the exact same thing.
God damn it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I was not seeing it. I genuinely thought I was blind.
I'm sitting here because I can see it in
I was
all
looking
your
around for my
inventories.
glasses, like, my god.
Yeah, he said it was green as well. I was like, I must be colourblind. Why can I not see that?
Yeah.
I
Right.
genuinely, I was genuinely like, hit myself out for a second. I was like, oh my god,
Okay.
this is it.
Okay, guys, I fucked up. Okay, well, D&D Beyond
Take
fucked
them
up.
back.
That's it.
I think
I'm-
we're the ones that fucked it because we just didn't refresh.
Yeah, so you all are given the ring of communication. They're all like really like, if given time, you know that you probably could have made something a lot more pretty looking, but it just seems to be like hastily made rings. But a ring of communication has the appearance of a normal ring that anyone might wear. It is a subtle silver in colour and allows one to communicate with other wearers telepathically for up to 50 miles. Sets of these rings are made and enchanted at the same time, connecting the wearers. So you all now have a form of communication with each other that
Hell yeah.
allows you all, essentially, yeah, telepathic rings that, should you need to, you can get in contact with each other. Leo Farden, you notice he has one on his hand as well. He passes one to Captain Anselm, another to Dr. Scalandros, and a much larger looking ring to the Mariner. You see him like catch it, and then you also realise like he's got these massive fucking hands. Like, no wonder they're able to like crush like metal tankards and stuff like that. Puts it on, and you just all start hearing each other's like thoughts, whatever they may be, dirty or not. Dreon sort of
Oh, poor Leo.
Dreon cracks open his box, and you all see him just sort of look, smile a wee bit, and go, nice. Closes the box, puts it in his pocket. You all don't get to know what he gets until next week.
It's a ball of wool.
That's racist just because he's a cat person. I see the racism is strong in this Scottish person again. You've not broken the stereotype. Cheers for that.
I'm dragging you with me.
Yep. Oh no, I've done that to myself plenty of times, you know. Just ask the Welsh people in fucking whispers and that.
Yeah, but they're Welsh.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I look at it as well. They're not. They're not really people, to be fair. But I'm hoping. I was
Don't
just.
say this
Look,
to them.
I say it to them.
It's
I s-
fine, there's no way they can ever hear this, ever.
Yeah, no, there's not a chance. To be fair, there's only one of the Welsh ones that actually listen to our things. Yes, so you all have been given some gifts from your trusted blind artificer. He wanders up to you, Tech. What is it you need?
If you get a chance, any chance you could make a harness that would hold the weight of either Mal or Haldir, just in case that situation arises?
Turns around. Even though you guys can like see and is like really his dark eyes, like his the void pits of like starlight and whatnot in his eyes. He wanders over to you, Halder. Begins picking you up and just drops you a little bit. Sorry. Long day. Turns around to you, Mal. Picks you up, but like sees like you're squirming, or feels you're squirming and stuff like that, and just sets you down. Okay, I've got a rough weight of everyone. I should be able to do that. Wanders over to you, Tech, and just starts like patting you all over. Just, so you feel like he's taking your measurements a little bit. Should be good. Back to the forge I go, not my bed. And begins wandering out of the tavern.
As he's walking away, Tech will use the ring like, thank you.
Go fuck yourself. You hear that in your head as he wanders away.
He loves us, really.
You hear in your head, no. It's like it echoes the further way that he walks. The Mariner and Dr. Squandros just like looking there. Right, this should help us with a few things from now on. It's whatever you guys are deciding to do. You could change stuff on the fly. You could do this. You could do that. If you decide to go in. Oh, wait a minute. You said you wanted a collar to look possibly operational. Okay, I go. Leovaran, I'm coming. He runs off and like he knows where to grab the thing. The man is just sitting there like, bloody weirdos, aren't they?
He's charming. He's got his own little something.
I'm pretty sure one of you called him ugly one point, did you not? Turns and looks at Missy.
He's just like looking around at everyone else like, yeah, who was what? Never.
He was upset for a week after that. Thought
He knows how. Joking?
Thought he made a friend. Then you broke his hearts. Anyway. Everyone good then? We've got a rough idea of what it is you want to do. We can get everything sorted on the ship. But we'll be casting off close to midnight, I think. You all good? You all ready for this?
I think before we finish up, we should just decide. Are we just gonna level the town, or are we gonna try and save some of it, just so we know which routes we can focus on instead of just having this whole array of ideas, narrow it down to what's going to be most suitable. So vote on what people want to do, or
I feel like we should definitely try first.
Yeah, try and
Yeah, we
see.
should probably-
Try and-
Yeah, like give him a chance.
fair.
Yeah, try and save some of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Worst thing that happens is we're either gonna make
Just-
some friends or we're gonna
Kill
make
them
some
after.
Yeah, we're just gonna start capping people on the spotlight.
Yep.
So save the nice ones, fuck up the arseholes. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
That sounds like a good idea. Word should spread after that if you try and help all the citizens. I like it. You lot seem to be the best choices for this job. Apart from the dodgy one over there, she seems like she's a bloodthirsty killer. Points over to Missy. Squints his
I
eyes a
don't know
little
what
bit
you're
at you,
on
Missy.
about. Eh?
Yeah, squints
You
his,
what?
squints his eyes at you a little bit like, I'm watching you.
Alright, yeah. You'll just blow him a kiss and be like, nice to see you.
Remember the Geneva Convention.
Always remember the Geneva Convention.
As Missy blows the kiss, can I use thaumaturgy to make the lights flicker?
Yeah, go on.
all the lights flicker as you do this. Yeah. What is it you're trying to make out is happening with the kiss?
Just that she is more scary than she may come across.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy to do because she is fucking scary. All the lights and like you try and like thaumaturgy it, and it just like gives it this like impact, but it like a lot of the smaller candles just sort of like instantly go out. Like the bigger ones just seem to take it and then just sort of dim down the lights a little bit. Even the fire behind Zarathos just sort of takes an impact a little bit.
In her head, this is just like, yeah, cool.
You're wearing the ring of communication, which telepathically links you all, so everybody hears you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
You go like, yeah, cool.
I need to get used to this.
No dirty thoughts, anyone.
You know Leo's gonna be abused.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be abused from every single fucking angle. Mariner just sort of starts getting up. Right, I need to go get myself another barrel. Ugh, can't fly sober.
A good mentality, my friend.
Yes.
Give me a strength save, please, Mal.
Am I slapping his ass again?
No.
Oh.
You rolled a 10 there. He rolled a 13. He just like pats you on the shoulder really hard. He just sort of like, oh! It's like your shoulder just like almost dislocates from your body, just from his size and his like sheer strength. We'll see you all on the ship in a few hours. And begins wandering off. Couple of minutes later. Oh wait, no, wrong layer. A couple of minutes later, you hear the clacking, and Leo reappears. Quick wee harness, little like jump harness thing. It looks like he just went around town and collected people's belts and just sort of like strapped them all together. Measures up you, Tech, measures up the two little ones. That should do it. Walks over to one of the seats. Just collapses in it.
Thank you, Leo. Do you want a drink?
I want to sleep. So, Captain Anselm's there. He's wandered off after the Mariner as well. Never even noticed that he was standing there in the corner, just fucking paying attention to you all. Is there anything anyone else would like to discuss, whether about the plans or anything like that, before we head on to the ship and leave?
Yeah, where are we actually like landing?
I think, did you come up with the idea that you're going to land outside the city and wander in?
Yeah, I think we land outside.
I think
the
that's
city.
best for us anyway. Yeah.
so you guys have decided earlier on that you're going to land outside the city and get dropped off and then do whatever it is that you're planning on doing to get to the inside.
Yeah, I think that's good. That it gives us some time as well if we're landing outside the city to kind of decide who's going in from where
Yeah.
when we're actually closer to the place.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, like assess the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you've not got a time frame, so it's not like you have to do it by this. You have been told that they do want it done soon, but they've not said, right, okay, we're going to land and you guys have got an hour or anything like that. So at this moment in time, your plans are you could take a day or two, scout out the place, scout out the people, get an infrastructure done. It's up to yourselves.
Yeah, I think if we do a bit of scouting and recon before we do anything drastic, it gives us a chance to actually properly decide what we want to do, where we want to do it, and who deserves to live or die. Morally grey way.
Like
Let's just do
silly
the
soldiers
roulette.
or anything like that.
Let's just do a Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Every village hit,
Silent
right?
Hitler.
Yeah.
Drayon just takes out one of his pistols and then just like spins the barrel a little bit. Starts pointing it at people's heads. Russian roulette. Starts clicking at y'all.
Whoa. Right, Dreon, put that down.
Yeah, it's Leo Farn, but okay.
Oh, Leo, put that down.
It's alright, there's no bullets in it.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure fires one off into the air. I was definitely not sure. Holsters the weapon again.
50-50.
Go get some sleep or have a drink. One of the two, man. You need it.
So, anything else before we all take off? Any discussions or anything?
Well, I'll kind of go, right, guys, War Council's over. I feel bad for kind of leaving you on edge, but as you may know, I sometimes get some nightmares, which, you know, happens to the best of us. I'm sure we'd agree.
Yep.
Why you going
Well.
with that?
So I have been having really, really bad nightmares recently that are all centered around my past. My past is a little bit funky. Remember, you know, I lived in, you know, orphanage with Sebastian all the time, but as you may know, I may have told you, I believe I told you, but some of you newer guys might not know. I might look like I'm like 8, but I'm actually not. I'm a woman. But I also I don't normally look like this. Something happened in my past that I'm not entirely sure on, but I keep having this image, and I like pull out my notes and I start showing everyone them, and I'm like, I keep seeing this snake with these horrible 12 golden eyes, and it's terrifying. I've had dreams where you guys have all just turned into snakes, and it's not been fun. Anyway, so last night I visited Drayon's room. Thank you, Drayon. And he let me use the Paradoxum Arcanum to find out about this name that Scamandros told me, Ouroboros. Turns out I'm kind of fucked. It wasn't good, and I'll kind of show them the notes that I had from the book.
Drayon just turns around. Hold on. Opens up the book for everyone to see. Halder and Tech, you've seen the book, haven't you?
Yep.
Halder and Zarthos, can I get
Yeah,
Arcana checks from you, please?
Yes. Just normal, yeah?
Just a normal roll, please.
Oh.
Like
Maybe.
that.
yeah, Haldar, you see Drayon like pull out this really musky, really rank looking old book that everyone else sort of looks at and like they're in awe almost. You can't see it, it's just an old looking book at this point. Zarthos, you see this as he sort of touches it and pulls it out from the angle that you're looking at. You see the same old musky book. Nothing valuable about it, nothing thingy with it, but as he sort of like twists and as he turns it and opens it up, like you catch it from different angles and you see like as it goes from being this old looking thing to pristine, almost like made of white gold with strange like veins of like blue lightning up through whatever this binding is made of. Looks very magical. Looks very awe-inspiring.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Zarthos is definitely fixed on the book at the minute.
He places the book down on the coffee table for everyone to look at and just turns to you, Mal, and says, Drayon's forgotten the name. Do you want to like ask the book to show everyone rather than notes?
Yeah. Okay, I just say to Drayon, like, just ask it, what is Ouroboros?
Okay. Drayon would like to ask the Paradoxum Arcanum, what is Ouroboros? The pages begin to flicker and ruffle about and stops on a certain page, open wide, and as with the thaumaturgy that you done before, Tech, the lights all seem to begin to dim, as if the oxygen is being taken out of the room. Everything feels very still, and you all begin to see the type bleed through gold and black onto the pages of the book. I'll let you all move in a little bit to see. You'll have to be inside each other a little bit. I'll let the little people be up front, seeing as though you're midgets.
We're just tiny.
You're just teensy
We're
tiny.
just small.
Just echo little people. And why are you not sending?
Why are you not doing what I asked you to do?
I don't want Discord Nitro. Fuck you.
I might be able to get it.
Yeah, it's just not. I've got it. It's just it's not sending.
Oh. It's okay.
Okay. I'll read it out for you then, seeing as though it's I think so. As you guys are reading all together, you get like this almost shared telepathic voice reading it out to you. It sounds really sexy, this voice. From the Paradoxum Arcanum on temporal aberrations and the devouring worm. Beware the coil that circles the void. Beware the hunger that time itself cannot satisfy. Beware the Ouroboros fate. So is etched in the margins of the forbidden folio, stained with starlight and ash. Ouroboros, known across forbidden tomes and fractured prophecies as the devourer of time, is not a mere demon, but a being of unparalleled entropy and dreadful purpose. He was wrought in the forgotten epochs by the Bauglir, the Shadow King of the first cataclysm, and as a final and unrelenting weapon, or as a final and unrelenting weapon, should the Bauglir's conquest of creation falter, Ouroboros was to enact the unmaking of time itself, consuming all moments, past, present, and stillborn. Serpentine in form, Ouroboros coils through reality like a wound in the fabric of existence. His obsidian hide gleams with veins of molten gold and 12 radiant eyes, each representing an aspect of the great time wheel, glare in all directions at once. Where he moves, chronology decays, clocks falter, history unthreads, and causality collapses under the weight of his eternal hunger. He is not a creature of flesh nor shadow, but of pure temporal disruption. He does not slay, he erases. In the deepest esoteric records, it is written that he was sealed by the Old One, a primordial being of immense power and understanding of time. Through unknown means and at a great cost, the Old One cast Ouroboros beyond the boundaries of the world, locking him away from the fragile continuity of creation. But the act, whether for its daring or for ancient mistrust, invoked the wrath of the gods. The Old One was punished, his name stricken from the divine archives, his deeds drowned in silence. And yet Ouroboros is not destroyed. He waits, hidden in places where time forgets itself, where echoes outpace words, where the hands of the clock do not tick but tremble. In those places, 12 golden lights may shine, and the first breath of the end may begin again. As you all read this, and this telepathic sense, as soon as you get to the end of the book, you see similar shape again appear, Mal, of a giant serpent figure eighting itself with its tail in its mouth, and constantly in the background moving between everything. And then the book just slams shut and minimises in size again. The air feels less still once more, as if everything has returned to normal.
So, yeah. Figured I should probably, kind of let you in the loop a little bit after reading that. We're about to be getting on an airship. Traveling together for a while.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
You okay?
We'll find out.
We got your back, Jack.
Do you think that has something to do with the dying snakes?
Possibly. Maybe. Or I
We shall
was
see.
eating a bunch of rats. I probably shouldn't. Could be anything. But, yeah, no. Just if if I ever have another dream, I'll probably let you in the loop a little bit faster this time. But anyway, with that light heart, no, I suppose we better go destroy a village or something. Or save a
Save
village.
the villagers.
Save the villagers. Destroy Tiet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys just read this major fucking celestial moment in understanding I'm imagining like the awkwardness of everything is like, yeah, let's do this.
No,
What you all
that's
think? What are the rest of you thinking as you've read this and felt this, and you're seeing Mal's like nonchalanted, like, yay, let's go, guys, woohoo!
I mean, that's just concerned, really, for Mal. Again, her motherly instinct kicks in, and she's just like, what the fuck? How did I not notice anything? And, yeah, just really concerned.
Aldir just kind of like connects it with his own kind of like past, like he's like, oh shit, she's been through some shit too. Like, I think she's doing alright. But...
Maybe there is something from that can come from everything. Zarathos,
Yes.
can I get an Arcana check again from you, please?
Ooh.
Mm.
Again, the rogue,
Basically the same.
the rogue has a really good Arcana thing, an understanding of
Yeah.
magic, where the cleric does not. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm an arsehole. I do apologise, Denisa. Please forgive me.
Yeah, you should. And you fucking should.
I do
Okay,
feel bad.
Yeah, like you.
I do feel bad. I always feel bad about doing this stuff to my players. I don't like torturing you guys mentally or like psychologically or anything. I don't enjoy it.
No.
Stuart, have I ever done? Stuart, have I ever done anything like that to you before? See, look, he said no.
Yes.
So no, he
Yes.
said no. Nobody heard him say anything before, so that's fine.
Anytime.
Yeah. Something's up with his Discord, guys. Don't listen to what you hear through the mic.
It's all backwards today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what you mean.
Who's that ghost?
Zarthos, a weird feeling, like something in your head sort of like kicks in a little bit. The feeling you guys got as this strange magical tome unveiled its information and that, and the way that the room felt, it was very familiar to the quote unquote dream you had the other night regarding the stranger in your room.
Stranger danger.
No, stranger danger, yeah.
Who could appear just in anybody's room at any time.
But
Unsettling.
Yeah, a little bit.
no, everyone can see him, right? If I've heard correctly.
Maybe not everybody could see him.
So
The feeling that
Zarthos kind of just looks around like, where is he?
Wait, is he the one that Betty keeps talking about?
maybe not. The the understanding that everybody else has felt this feeling, and it was a physical feeling nonetheless for everyone, yourself included obviously, begins to make you question, was the other night a dream or was it not? You're now leaning towards, I don't think that was a dream.
Yeah, agreed.
You all hear just like the shouts of the captain in the background. Everybody, get to the ship. We're leaving early. Grab everything you need. y'all begin to leave the tavern and head for the ship. But Halder, I would like you to do me a favour, please.
Okay.
Having seen the tome and read it, you're feeling a little bit uneasy about something. Can you jump over to Whispers for me for 2 seconds, please?
Oh. Oh my god. This is
An understanding of a word. Hold on. Change the music again. Understanding of a word. Or a set of words there, and you sort of stop in place. Hi Cressida, how are you? You begin to remember something. The darkness, the cold room, everything in regards to the weird memories that have been flashing in your head for the last few days, having met this crew and escaped the Storm Tower, all that stuff. The dark figures in the background that you always see that make up strange shapes, and the noises that always appear to be muffled. Something within what you read begins to clear the sounds up in your head a little bit, and may be an understanding of your past. As you hear, I don't know where he came from, mistress. Where did he come from? And you just hear this like very shrill, almost posh female voice turn to one of the figures. I know exactly where he came from. Defective prison guard. He will lead us to the Emperor. His connection to the old one might just be exactly what we need. And just with that sort of memory flash, something just like flashes in your head, a dark void, screaming blood and pain, and you just stand there, stock still, almost statuesque, and fall face first into the rug. We'll jump back over into the session one, please.
oh god.
Both getting towed.
Yeah, it's going good,
Oh,
Cressida.
wait.
Thank you very much. We're just mainly a D&D streaming
Love
one,
that.
so at the moment.
Done.
We need the pictures when you get it done.
Absolutely, we do.
Definitely.
What have I just
My youngest
walked into?
starts school in September.
Malthus.
Aye.
Can I get a perception check, please?
Okay.
Oh shit.
We mainly just stream on Mondays and rotating Wednesdays and Thursdays, pal.
Not bad.
Different campaigns, but that's mainly what we do. 17. As everybody is walking out of the room, you stop and turn to see Hal there, standing stock still. And all of a sudden, his wooden form becomes statuesque, and he falls face first into the carpet.
Oh no.
And that is where we'll end the stream, the session this week.
No.
No. Awful person.
And we've been streaming the games for about a year now,
And you're
pal.
the only one.
It's yeah, it's going good. There's,
And don't you dare.
slowly but surely.
Tell anything to tweet. That wouldn't be fair to us.
No, I cannot. I'm gonna save this and hide it quick.
Good.
Remember, it's all on stream, so you guys can know it, but it's like, do you guys want to know what's being said? That's the problem.
I hate the
Like,
big red
obvious-
cross. That feels very ominous. That's
Yeah,
what...
that is. Yeah.
Thanks for anybody that was watching, guys. We will be back with the time between next Monday. So if you want to jump on, you can come give it a watch. But we'll be back on, what is it? Is it Thursday this week? Or no, Wednesday this week, Stuart? For Whispers.
Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right. Bye, guys.